This morning has been very interesting because I've had Timmy yelling up a storm, bouncing off the walls. He can't go outside because of the smoke in the air that we're having here in Nevada due to all the fires in California and elsewhere. And I did want to take a moment before getting into the primary part of the video to say my prayers and healing positive vibes are going out to all the firefighters and rescue people fighting those fires, as well as all the people who are being directly affected by it. So Timmy is used to being outdoors. He goes in and out all day, and he is going stir crazy. And he's also chewing something on my laundry basket. That's awesome. So, I did most of the video yesterday since I was kind of in a vlogging mood as well. Don't stop chewing. No chewing. You don't chew on my pants. Real life, as always. Timmy is sitting by my laundry basket right now, trying to chew on those strings from one of my lounge pants. And yeah, he is getting very antsy. He managed to get another piece of clothing and start playing with it. I'll be right back. Yes! No! My clothes are not for your amusement. Spray bottle. Woo! Let's try this again. This time I have the spray bottle. Yippee! And you know what? It's actually pretty funny. It's something I could get really angry about. And actually I think it's hilarious. So, and he didn't poke a hole in my clothes. Thank goodness. But anyway, I digress. Again, we're going to start off with a little vlogging. Unfortunately, I didn't put it in the last Mindful Monday video since my energy was a little off that week. I'm back to normal today, whatever you want to call normal. And we're going to see some vlogging from then and now, as well as the heart of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. There won't be a traditional close, so I will do it now. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, as well as it allows you to enjoy different types of content that I bring to this community. Okay, some of you have been wondering about this French press that I actually got from Target, of all places. And it came with a couple of glass mugs that are in the dishwasher right now. So I'm using another mug. And all you have to do is put some ground coffee in there, however as strong as you like, and boil some water in my lovely tea kettle there. And yes, it lights up. Okay, now I got the water poured in here. And it's usually wise to leave it to sit for a few minutes, so actually get the strength of the coffee, and then the plunger will come into place. This is where the magic really happens. You see this? This will strain the coffee grounds from the water. So you just, oh my god, I'm so horrible with this camera. And I'm getting messaged at the same time. It's so fun. One of these days I'm going to get a good camera so I can actually do this a little bit better. Okay, so you put it where the slots are, and then the plunging begins. Okay. I am not eloquent at all, but that's okay. See the way it pushes down? Then it actually strains all the coffee flavor out of those grounds. And I usually let it sit for 5 minutes, so I make sure that's really good to go. And then after that, you just pour it, add your creamer, sugar, whatever else you like to add to your coffee, if anything, and you're good to go. So there is my French press. Lovely tutorial, I know. And the camera work was so awesome, wasn't it? Well, I told you guys I was going to change his food. I still have a little bit of the old food. I don't know if you can see. Just a tiny bit. But I finally went to PetSmart and got the Hills Science Diet. for sensitive stomachs since he was kind of getting sick everywhere. He has not gotten sick since I've changed to this. Now, when you're changing a pet's food, you're supposed to basically integrate it with the old food so it's not such a shock to the system. So that's what I'm doing. So he still has the old food, but you'll see little bits of the new food, which is the little brown dots there. So the good news is he loves this food. The bad news is twice as much cost-wise as I'm used to spending. But it seems that he's a little more satisfied, so I think it keeps him full longer too. So it's a win-win all around. So I'm happy, and the most important thing is he's feeling better. Ooh, hello. Yeah. So it's just, excuse the mess on my patio. The wind has been kind of atrocious lately. And my neighbors upstairs, I met them the other day, and they're really, really super nice. But the problem is they smoke on their deck outside, which is right there. And that's fine. I have no problem with that because I'm not out here much. But, yeah, the cigarettes tend to drop on my patio. Like that one right there. And I don't smoke. So I'm not real crazy about that. I did mention it already, and they said they're going to get a rug, okay, to cover the deck. I'm not sure how that's going to help. But you see the slots right there. That's where they fall through. I figured just get an ashtray, That might help. So, just saying. I'm really not sure what to do with this. If any of you have ever grown lavender, can you give me some suggestions? Because the soil is dry. I'm going to spritz it. I haven't been oversaturating it. Do you think maybe plant food would help? Some liquid plant food? I have seen that online, so I thought about getting some, like, from Miracle Grow and doing that maybe. Do you think there's anything else I can do? I tried the bag. It doesn't work. I'm really thinking because we're about to go 104 degrees again today. I really think it's the weather that's really not helping. So I'm not really sure. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, my God. See, I'm getting tired of this. Yeah, I'm going to have to talk to my neighbors again. Say, yeah, this is not how I keep my patio. Definitely not. All right, well, fortunately, we're going to have another talk. Because I don't see... Yeah, it's all openings. So...
This past week has been very interesting. It has been a little trying, a little tiny bit stressful as I was figuring some things out, but it also has been very enlightening. And I follow quite a few influencers as well as YouTube inspirational speakers. And there was one person I was listening to, and he said a statement that was so perfect. And it really snapped me back to my own alignment. I won't allow my temporary confusion become my permanent conclusion. And it's by Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. And I'm sure most of you know who he is. If you don't, he's been a big time YouTuber for many, many years. He talks about spirituality and esoteric topics as well as real life world events. And it's all about being in alignment with yourself and being in alignment in the collective, to come to a point where we're in our own inner peace. And when he said that statement, it really jumped out at me because I'm always talking about being proactive versus being reactive. And I'm human like everyone else, as you often hear me say. And I do tend to become reactive to certain things in my life, especially when I'm going through a shift or a change of some sort. And I've it really made me step back for a second and really look at how I was reacting to a situation that I really didn't have the entire story about. And it was all, yes, there were some concerns, which were totally valid. But a lot of it was being stuck in my own mind and building it up into something bigger than it was. And our feelings are always valid no matter what. But it's whether it's stemming from a root of something else that we've been through that we are trying to work through or process, or whether it's actually the situation in itself. And when I heard those words, I thought, yeah, I am allowing the temporary conclusion to become my permanent reality. And when I heard those words, I was able to shift. And sometimes when you shift back into your own alignment, um, being a little more balanced in how you are in your emotions, in your physical health, even your mental state, it can be instantaneous. Other times it takes a while. This particular time was instant. And it was really, really fascinating to me. And now that since I was able to be more mindful of that and be aware of that, the whole situation turned out much, much better. So I wanted to pass this along because it's a very important thing to remember. And it's a good question to ask yourself. If you're being very reactive, especially if you have anxiety, unfortunately, that's part of it. Managing anxiety takes time. It's a daily process. There are some days you'll wake up, you don't feel very anxious at all. Other days you'll feel so anxious. But whatever it is, it's something that we know we have to look at and really work through. And we don't always want to do that. It's much easier to react. It's much easier to be stuck in that temporary confusion and really stay in that perspective.